So the opening ceremony for this, the 5th game of the day, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're now 1:30. So running a little bit behind. So if you've had a look at the schedule, stick with us. And this is the women's doubles final. On this side in the blue, we have Tintin Ho and Maria Tsaptsinos. And there in the black tops, we have Denise Payet and Emily Bolton. I'm delighted to be accompanied in the commentary box by women's singles semi-finalist Hannah Hicks, who played against Tintin this morning. Gave a very good account of yourself, I thought, Hannah, but you couldn't overtake Tintin in the end. How did it feel playing out there this morning?
It was good. It's been a while since I've been in that sort of environment, big court and stuff, but it was nice to play Tintin. I think it's been a good sort of 4 or 5 years since we've played each other competitively. So
wow, so long.
Yeah, but it was good. She played well. Yeah,
I think I think you made her play well. She had to play well to beat you, so it was pretty good. And you could have taken the first game.
Yeah, well, not the first. The first set was. I think she had that in the bag, and then it was the fifth set, which was close, which could have gone 3-2 to her, but it wasn't to be. No. No, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with the result.
Yeah. So congratulations on getting to the semis. So you upset the seedings as well to get there.
Thank you.
So who did you beat to get to the semi-final?
I had Evie Collier in the first round, and then Emily Bolton.
Okay, so the girl you're looking at now, Emily Bolton, defeated by my co-commentator Hannah, but she's back with partner Denise Payet, just coming into the arena. And this is the first of the finals of the day. PG Mutual Senior National Championships 2019. This is the first final. And in the front of the picture there, up and ready in the blue, Tintin Ho and Maria Tsaptsinos. And they will be contesting the women's singles final later on today. So does that make Tintin and Maria favourites for this match, do you think, Hannah?
Well, I think it's going to be a very good game. We know that Maria and Tintin have been playing with each other for quite a long time now, so they might just have the edge here. But it's going to be an interesting game to watch, I think, because both Emily and Denise are very good players anyway, so and their combination works well.
Yes.
So yeah, I think it's going to be a good game.
So Emily and Denise are known good pairing, and that's important in doubles. And we have Dave Edwards doing the toss-up. So they've decided who's going to be taking which end and who's going to be serving first. 2 right-handers, both knocking up there using the forehand side. Interesting there that Emily uses the red side for her forehand and Denise is using the black side for her forehand. Does it make any difference, Hannah, do you think, with 2 attacking players with the same rubber both sides?
No, there's not really a lot of difference in it. I think it's just personal preference, really.
Yeah. But when you play, significant difference because you've got 2 different surfaces.
Yeah, I need to change my background.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Right. And is it a long pimple that you play with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long pimple.
Okay. So on this side, taking it in turns, Maria behind and Tintin in front. If you look carefully, on Tintin's back, the red side, we're talking about pimples, which Hannah uses on one side. On one side, Tintin uses the short pimple. So the red side for Tintin, and she will change it around during the match, won't she?
Yeah, she does when she's serving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dave Edwards umpiring this one, getting the proceedings underway. So best of 5 games. The singles are best of 7, but the doubles are best of 5. And you can see there that Lois and Emma Vickers and Lois Peake were beaten by the #1 seed 3-0. And Emily and Denise dropped a game in their semi-final, but came through safely 3-1. So Maria serving, Emily receiving. So that order will stay for the whole of the first game. And then they'll change the order of play in the second. So Maria in the second game will be serving to Denise. So 2 serves each, up to 11. Best of 5, so it's a race to 3 games.
2-1.
Okay, so Emily serving to Tintin. Tintin, the penhold player.
2-all.
Bit of a soft topspin from there, a bit of a dummy loop there from Denise, but didn't come off, just dropped into the top of the net. And Hannah, you didn't play doubles this year?
Nope, didn't play this year. I normally play with Chris Duran.
Yep.
But sadly he couldn't enter in this event this year. But hopefully we'll be back next year.
Hopefully he will be.
Yeah.
Hi Chris, hope you're doing well. So, nice start for what on paper are the underdogs. So Denise choosing to serve with a backhand. And we're choosing to receive with the backhand as well.
4-3.
So any general tactics here, Hannah?
3-5.
I think with two right-handed players, it's quite good to play to the corners. Make them move around each other a lot. Short play is quite important as well. Bring them in and out. Receive a serve.
Yeah, when it's two right-handed, and all four players here are right-handed, so yeah, they kind of want to occupy the same recovery position in between shots. So if you can get them to cross over each other, then you can get people into a blind spot or get them away from the table.
Yeah, exactly. If you have a left-handed player playing with a right-handed player, that combination is very good. It can be very effective. Yeah. It's not as easy, two right-handed players, but
yeah. And that's
5-7.
That's me. I'm left-handed, so.
Oh, nice.
I'm used to enjoying doubles, not being in my opponent's way. But we're sat the wrong way around, you know. If we were a left and right-handed combination, we'd actually sit in different chairs. So, Tintin and Maria having a bit of a discussion about what serve Tintin is doing, the secret hand signals underneath the table. There's a beautiful topspin from
6-7.
Very nice.
Tintin, wasn't it? Yeah, got the length and the width on that. And as you say, right into the corner. Makes it hard for two right-handers to get to that second ball. But still, Emily and Denise with a point up, 2 points up in fact. So if you weren't able to join us this morning, you'll have seen Denise playing against Maria in the semi-final of the women's singles. And it was Maria that won that one. Denise, though, was 2-0 up in the semi-final.
Yes, she was, yeah. She had a very good start. I think Maria just maybe didn't start off on a good foot, but you know she soon got into the game and
7-9.
started to play a lot more positively.
Yeah.
After taking the first 2 sets.
Yeah. As Denise said at the end, last year it was 4-0.
Yeah.
This time she took the first 2 games. So
yeah, so she should be happy with that.
Yeah, disappointed but progress, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
7-10.
So, the first game point of this first final in the PG Mutual Senior Championships, women's doubles.
Very good rally.
Brilliant stuff.
Nice finish.
Tintin did well to get back in position there.
Yeah. It's a very good rally. All 4 players playing very positively. And then Tintin saw the opportunity.
Didn't she?
To put the ball away.
Fantastic rally, but still 2 game points. Signal from Emily, the serve she's going to do. I think it's a short with backspin. And then just a little miss there from Maria. So for those that don't play table tennis all the time, Hannah, why would a player who's that good miss the ball completely at that stage? It's not as easy as it looks, is it?
Well, I think nerves can come into play a little bit. And maybe the positioning of the feet as well.
Yep.
Maybe she wasn't quite in the right position. But yeah, I mean, footwork is a very important aspect of the game. You know, to be a very good player, you need to have very good speed and agility around the court to get into position.
Yeah.
but some really good rallies happening in this match.
Yep, it was a classic, wasn't it? And let's see that last one there. Of course, Maria's only trying to hit the outside kind of 1 millimetre of the ball.
Yeah,
so
it's very fine touch on the ball.
Yeah, if you're 2 millimetres out, you'll miss it altogether.
Exactly.
So Tintin's dad with the advice. So well done, Denise and Emily, taking the first game against the odds on paper. Tintin and Maria, you'll see later playing in the final of the women's singles.
Let's see what Tintin and Maria can do in this set.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the game might change now, if they decide to play a different way, or whether they're just going to continue with what they're doing and believe that they'll just improve at it and take the second.
Second game, Payet to serve. Love.
So there you see a fairly modern thing to do is the partner of the server is requesting the server to do a particular serve. Traditionally, it would be the server that would inform their partner. But now you can see, and with this partnership, Emily is saying to Denise, please do this.
One, two.
Well, Ho and Tsaptsinos not getting away to a good start so far in this second game, so.
Two all.
Again, a good forehand attack.
To the body as well on that one.
Yeah.
Always an effective ball to play into your opponent's middle.
Okay. It looks like Emily's deciding who's going to serve how, whether she's serving or whether Denise is serving.
4-2.
So really interesting to get these conversations that go on between players. So small breaks. At 4-2, they're entitled to go for the towel every 6 points. Just gives you a few moments just to have a quick chat, regroup, work out what you should do next. Indeed. That's a good attack from Denise to open that up for Emily, wasn't it?
That was a nice aggressive shot from Denise there.
She played a couple a little bit safer in the first, and they did get attacked, although they won the game.
Nice shot by Tintin.
Tintin's follow-up there.
Backhand topspin.
Into the crossover.
Yeah.
Where you were talking about before, Hannah. That one wider. Just clip the top of the net. Well, I don't feel that Tintin and Maria have dominated the second, but more like a couple of unforced errors, a couple of little shots that have gone a little bit shorter and higher. I don't know how you feel about it, Hannah. 7-3.
Yep, they've definitely got off to a better start.
Reverse side spin serve from Tintin.
5-7.
Nice shot there by Emily as well.
Great flick, wasn't it?
Backhand flick over the table.
Moves around, backhand flick across. Lovely shot. Against Tintin's serve as well. National champion, #1.
6-7.
Emily ranked #4, and Denise #3 in England now.
Seven all.
Emily based in the UK, as is Tintin. Tintin's here at Nottingham. Emily, I believe, over at Grantham College. But Maria serving there. She's now full-time in Italy. And Denise playing the backhand there at the far end. She's full-time now in Linz in Austria. Ever been abroad or tempted to, Hannah?
What, to play full-time? Tempted sort of earlier on.
Yeah.
But maybe not so much now. Got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
But it's fantastic that the girls are doing that. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's nice to have these opportunities.
Yeah, definitely.
Maria seems to be really enjoying it out in Italy.
Nice place to go.
Love Italy. So nothing in it, 8 all. And there we are. Could this be 2-0?
9-8.
Emily Bolton and Denise Payet. Best of 5, so it's not like the best of 7s in the singles.
Every point counts.
And Maria's good at that, isn't she?
8-10.
See, Maria was doing that in the singles against Denise in the semi-finals. She steps over the table. It's not that long, but they're very, very good striking that ball. Good return, though. So, Maria, strong shot, well blocked. That gives 2 more game points to Emily and Denise. Short return from Emily. And there we have it, second game. Terrific, 2 games, yeah. 3 to win and 2-0 under the belt for Emily Bolton. Emma Vickers there, you can see on the camera. Played a big part in this championships. Coaching, playing, sports psychologist. Just finished her PhD and doing very well at with the TAS scheme and with Loughborough University. So well done, Emma, on that career that's building there, helping out a lot of athletes now, different sports.
Still a very good player as well.
Yes, scarily good.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens now in the third set. See if Maria and Tintin can pull this back.
Yeah, still think anything can happen. If they can pull it back to 2-1. If they pull it back to 2-1, does that keep them favourites? Or is 2 a lot out of 3?
Well, I mean, you know, as I say, they've got experience together, and they're both very good players. So as long as they stay focused and they work together in this end and they pull it back, then I still think it's anyone's game, really.
Yeah. So, Hannah, I hope that your calmness for them is reflected in their ability to stay calm and play together well.
Third game.
So,
serve.
No panic, according to Hannah. Get on with the job and rebuild. But it is a dangerous spot to be. 2-0 down, first to 3.
Just got to stay relaxed. 1 point at a time.
And we saw in your semi-final that you go away from the table and put a lot of backspin on the ball quite often. Why did you choose that style of play?
I think because when I just first started playing, I was quite a sort of defensive player anyway.
Yeah.
I actually started off playing with long pimples up close to the table with the Neubauer.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
And then when the frictionless pimple band came in, the only decision I thought I had to make was to progress, was to come away from the table and be more defensive.
Yeah, that seems to suit you.
So yeah, and that's the direction.
You enjoy it back there?
Yeah, it's fun. When it goes to plan.
Well, we all prefer winning. A long push from Denise, spin up, and then Emily went for the hard counter down the crossover, down the middle of the table, in between the backhand and forehand, but just off.
Well, they've got a much better start in this set, so.
Yeah, momentum's changed significantly, and what a lovely flick there from Tintin. Stepping over the table, right foot in, and then with the penhole grip, probably gives a little bit more wrist option as well, and then flick across court. Emily serving. A little bit too long, I think. Don't think she meant to put it over the end of the table. Denise looked a little bit surprised.
Yeah, Tintin saw that was just coming a little bit half long, so she took the opportunity.
That's a 7-love lead. That's what she meant to do, Emily, wasn't it, previously, I think. Keep it just short of the end line on the second bounce, forcing Tintin to try and flick the backspin serve. Not easy to do, so now 7-1. A nice guided flick from Emily. Wasn't too aggressive, but beautifully thought through, changed the direction at the last minute. So many factors, Hannah, in this game.
It's a very,
power, spin, positioning.
Yeah, very technical sport.
A lot to think about all at once.
Yes.
3-8.
Maybe an unforced error on the follow-up after the serve.
Quite a lot of short play happening here.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just a case of one player looking for the opportunity to make the attack.
Yeah, quite tight around the net, isn't it, sometimes? Then
Nice
Emily,
10-3.
yeah, Emily chose to go long, but Tintin was well ready, well prepared for it. So, game points to take this to 2 games to 1, best of 5.
There it is.
Game for Tsaptsinos, Tintin Ho.
So good enough there for
Bolton
Tintin Ho and Maria Tsaptsinos. 2 games to 1, best of 5.
So now they're back in the game now.
Yeah, so Dave Edwards, the umpire. Thanks there to Lyndon, who's the assistant umpire. And 2-1. They'll be a little bit relieved. So Hannah, what kind of things do you think about and focus on when you're playing someone as good as Tintin in a big championships like this?
I think really, I've always had the mentality of just playing 1 point at a time when I'm on there playing, and just having a bit of self-belief.
Yeah.
Sort of using my strengths as well. I think that is important, and staying relaxed really throughout the game is important. There's no point stressing. The more you stress, the worse you're going to play. So yeah, that's it really.
Okay, well, great attitude. Not easy to carry out, but well done on honing that over the years.
That's what I try to do.
That's the theory. Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't always work that way, but here we are then.
You're very modest. Well, congratulations. So Maria again stepping in, the big backswing and the heavy topspin against the half-long ball. Denise short serve, Tintin short return, and that's a beautiful counter topspin from Emily.
Lovely shot there by Emily, brilliant. Looked very effortless.
It did, and again wide of the forehand of the 2 right-handers, opening up that gap. That one wasn't coming back, was it? Again, Maria stepping in. She's so consistent at that ball. Very impressed with that from Maria. She's much better than even since last year, I think, at that shot.
Oh! 1-3.
A good counter again from Emily, kept them in the rally, but they were forced back a little bit, so it didn't quite have that penetration, and in the end, Ho and Tsaptsinos getting the ascendancy in the rally. 4-1. Looking like they might be evening this up a little bit. But 2 or 3 points might make a difference.
5-1.
Yeah, they've definitely, Maria and Tintin, they've definitely upped their game, haven't they? These last 2 sets. Playing a little bit more aggressively.
Denise will be returning with a forehand. Oh, she's popped that one up, but got away with it.
5-2.
That was a chance there for Tintin.
Yeah, that might keep Emily and Denise in this game. Denise there runs around, plays the backhand return. Maria gets the edge back. Sensible ball from Emily. She took the pace off the backhand wide of the forehand there. Denise unable to capitalise. So Denise Payet serving. Short serve, short return, just pops over the end, and heavy topspin from Emily.
Great topspin there by Emily. Very short over the net, so quite awkward there for Maria to take.
Emily again plays the topspin, that time spins it up to the baseline. So good variation on that forehand loop from Emily. Very intelligent play.
Yep, very good there. It's not, sometimes it's a case of slowing the game down, playing with more spin as opposed to playing a harder ball.
Yeah.
Nice shot by Maria.
7-4.
It's that one that just pops just over half long. Maria's great at that, isn't she?
Yeah, looking for a forehand every time, which is good.
I think it rescued her against Denise. Denise was 2-0 up on Maria in the semi-final of the women's singles this morning. But Maria came through in the end to win 4-2. Great match it was. Maria's pleased with that one. I think she felt like they employed the tactics they'd just been talking about and executed it well.
Indeed.
And they absolutely need this game because Bolton and Payet are leading 2-1, first to 3. Good spin up from Denise, 5-8.
5-8.
Lovely backhand topspin there by Denise. Slightly slower ball again there.
So both pairs thinking about placement as well as power. And that one, the ball kicked sideways off the table. I think that was a side spin that Emily had put on, actually coming back and affecting
Maria,
Denise.
Yeah, Maria sent it back.
What we call residual side spin. If you side spin the ball kicks when it comes back to you.
10-5.
And obviously in doubles, that's a problem because you're used to your own spins, but your opponent, your partner, isn't necessarily as used to
11-5.
receiving the residual spin from your shots.
Tintin Ho. 2 games all.
So, gone to a decider. 11-5. So good finish by Tintin and Maria. 2 games all. It's all on this one. So the last men's singles semi-final went to a decider. The women's doubles has gone to a decider. Just goes to show the strength and depth that we've got now, which is great to see. So, how come you beat Emily? She looks great. You must be pretty good.
To be fair, like I was, I played better than I thought it was going to play. And I think for me, my main intention was to go in and just fight in hard from the very first point.
Yeah.
I had to do that, and just to sort of put a bit of pressure on her at the start. That was my intention, and it paid off. So, but she's a very good player. I definitely had to play well, very well to secure the win.
Yeah. So you don't go home disappointed.
Well, I'm always I'm always a little bit hard on myself, but no, I'm pleased with the how this championships has gone for me. So
final game, Tintin Ho to serve. Lovell.
Tintin Ho serves, deciding game, final of the women's doubles.
1-0.
2019 PG Mutual Senior National Championships here at Nottingham University. David Ross Sports Village, just off the top of the net. Denise missed an easy one there, I think.
Yeah, she's very unfortunate on that one. It was definitely there for the taking, but there was in the rally there was a few net balls, so not always easy.
No, it's a tricky rally, and at this level, it's always harsh to say it's an unforced error because you're working so hard, thinking so hard. Sometimes it's unusual to get an opportunity, and it's a bit of a surprise. And none of these balls are easy, I guess.
Exactly. Well, they just called a timeout now. Very needed timeout, I think, to sort of compose themselves.
Yeah, so after a 2-0 lead, Emily Bolton, Denise Payet Now 2-all, but 3-0 in points down. So Maria and Tintin were forced into a position where they had to win 3 games on the run, but it looks like they're on their way to do it if this keeps going. Good time to take the timeout. Do you take timeouts in the matches where you can?
Yeah, where I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When would you take one?
Ooh, depends really. Maybe if it's like a very close game and then suddenly my opponent takes 3-4 point lead.
Yeah.
Love 3.
Then I might take it then.
Yeah.
But it just depends really.
Yeah. A little bit like here.
Yeah.
So 3-0 was enough for the coach of Denise and Emily to want to stop it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good as well to take a timeout when you've got the serve as well. So then when you go to the corner to talk to your coach, you can talk tactics and what serve you can do.
Because you can control the start of the rally.
Exactly.
Both pairs there being very clever about where to play. Good positioning. Trying to get the other pair in each other's way.
Great flick there by Emily.
3-all.
Yep, Tintin went for the big one. They don't all go on. And now it's back at 3-all. Well, successful timeout.
Exactly. It definitely paid off for them, I think.
Yeah. So, fantastic recovery. Emily Bolton serving. Short play. Emily's in first with a topspin. Good block and punch from Maria. After that,
3-4.
Payet and Bolton were struggling after that hard punch from Maria, right wide of the backhand. That was the killer ball. Well followed up from Tintin. Just placed it again wide of the backhand. Emily and Denise could get out of each other's way. And the pressure of keeping it tight.
Unforced error there by Emily.
Yeah.
Not ideal, but hopefully they can turn it around.
Just a glitch, put it out of your mind, get on with the next one,
yeah,
plan for the new combination. So they change ends now.
4-3.
Oh, is it 4-3? I'm sorry, they're going to change ends when they get to 5 points. But no, 4-all.
4.
Bit of a chat, Emily and Denise. Yeah, it is 5 now. Banana flick from Emily, but she, again, the weakness for a right-handed pair. Wide of the backhand.
Wide, yeah.
And then they're in each other's way a little bit. That was a good shot there from Tintin to get it wide of Emily's backhand. Emily playing on the run. So 2-point deficit. Emily Bolton serving. Goes too long. Maria jumped on that one.
Yeah, she saw it and took it straight away. Great ball by Maria there.
They give the #1 seeds an inch and they'll take a mile. And 8-4 must seem like a mile now to Denise and Emily. So they did well to come back, Denise and Emily, from 3-0 down to 3-all, but now 8-4 down. Ho and Tsaptsinos have stretched it out again.
4-point lead.
Final game. Women's doubles final. 9-4. Seeping away. Anything that they can do now to get back into it?
Well, they've just got to stay strong in their head and still play 1 point at a time.
Yeah, it's faded away in the middle of that game. And now 6 match points to the #1 seeds, the favourites, and the 2 ladies who are going to contest the final of the women's singles.
5-10.
Denise and Emily hanging on. No room for any error. That's a great wide shot.
11-5.
Denise trying to steer it down the line, didn't quite work.
Tsaptsinos, Tintin Ho.
Very good point though, the last rally.
Yep. Win the match.
But yeah, I think Tintin and Maria there, they just had the edge just because they were playing a little bit more aggressively. When it was a really close points, they
yes,
they managed to dominate.
They did. They managed to dominate in the middle of the fifth, having recovered from a 2-0 deficit. All smiles at the end, so disappointment for Denise and Emily, but they did some good stuff in this match, some great rallies.
Some lots of good rallies here, yeah.
See, the communication between the players is so important, Hannah.
Yeah, yes it is. This is a team at the end of the day, so. Lots of very good rallies though.
Yeah, and I think Denise and Emily, the younger pair, I mean, they're all pretty young. The oldest is 21. So the younger pair here in the black, I think they'll come back stronger next year. Will have learnt from the experience. A couple of things I think they could sharpen up and be more of a threat. And it's great that they're all pushing each other now. And as a result of that, getting some victories, good victories internationally again. And Tintin and Maria delighted to have finished that off. So thanks ever so much to Hannah Hicks for being my partner here up in the commentary box.
Thanks for having me. It's nice to sort of be on this side of the of the screen.
Yeah. Sometimes we make more mistakes than the players. But that's no, you've been fantastic. Thank you very much for joining
Denise,
us here.
Really hard luck there. Such a tough match. It started out quite well though.
Yeah, we had a really good start, and from 2-0 up, we did believe we could win, but credit to the girls, they came back, they fought, and they beat us.
They stepped up their game, and then we struggled a bit with like the short game and who gets in first, and so from there on, then they were better at that at the end.
Is there a different strategy when you approach a doubles match as opposed to single? There must be, but how do you get that chemistry right?
Well, we're good friends, so we just try and push each other and try and like get each other not to be down.
We work together and we try and come with a plan. Like, if I keep it short, then Denise has to open up, and I guess through the practice hall, that's where that happens.
Well done again. Commiserations, but great gameplay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You copied me? Yeah, give me a countdown. 5 seconds. 3, 2.
Tintin, Maria, congratulations. How do you feel?
Yeah, we're really happy. We're happy to defend our title from 2 years ago, and it's great playing with Maria again. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy. It's my 5th consecutive year winning the doubles, so I'm very happy.
Yeah, that's no mean feat either. But of course, do you now go from friends to enemies into the singles finals?
Yeah, I think we both know. Yeah, we are.
Definite enemies now, definite.
Wait, arms still around me.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much. Well done again, and good luck for the singles finals.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for all the support.
The medals for the women's doubles ceremony: Mike Smith, board member for Table Tennis England, and presenting the trophy, Jill Parker, MBE, president of Table Tennis England. Can you please welcome the runners-up, Emily Bolton and Denise Payet. Now let's make some noise for this year's champions of the women's doubles, Tin Tin Ho and Maria Tsaptsinos. And presenting the trophy, Jill Parker, MBE, President of Table Tennis England. Thank you once again to our presenters, Mike Perry and Jill Parker. Well done to all that took place. Up next is the men's doubles final.